Hello, and here is your video for our Module 4, our very first module in my section, and this one is entitled Commitment to Students. So the first thing I just want to go over again is the due dates and how these modules work. So again, they are in a 2-week rotation. So this module will last from May 25th to June 7th. So there are some discussion posts to do and then an assignment to work on as well. So again, constantly be referring back to this study schedule, where here in gray in that first column is what you have to do for Frank, and in the second column here is what is you should be working on for me during these 2-week time frames. Alright, so the first section is getting us to think of what is a typical high school student like these days. They have definitely changed, and there is a reason for it. Parenting styles have changed, therefore teenagers have changed, so the content in here is getting you to really think about that and understand that before we start thinking about how we can actually deliver this content for them. The No Teacher Left Behind video is usually well responded by teachers who take this course, so do take the time to watch that. And then what we're thinking about is classroom management for high school students, and particularly seniors here. We're talking the grade 11 and 12, so they're 18 years old. What is your classroom management strategies going to look like? Often by this age, there is no option to call home sometimes, because sometimes they are living on their own, treating them like adults, and what does that look like, right? We can't give them gold stars anymore or other things to manage their behavior like we would in some primary classrooms. So taking a look at that and thinking about that deeply, how would you manage these young adults in the room? Then you have 2 discussion posts to do for this module. So the first one is getting you to create an avatar or a digital representation of a high school student that you would find today. I've suggested 2 websites there and a couple of apps, but if you know something else, even better. I love learning some new tools. So Voking and Blapperize are usually pretty easy, pretty free. Give them a shot. If it doesn't work though, by any means, just provide a script of what you think your character would say, kind of in the voice of a typical teenager of today. And then make sure you're responding to other people's posts and responding in a meaningful way as well. So just to go over how those grading discussions are done. Discussions overall for the course are worth 15%, and they are mandatory. You must complete all of the discussion posts in order to get this credit. So when you do post, you get 1 point for that, and then when you respond to somebody else, you get 0.25 for responding to that post. And the post has to be more than just a good job. Try and make a meaningful comment, and even better if you can ask a question and engage them in kind of a professional discussion. That will even further things in the course, and you'll find you'll get more things out of it. Lastly, what you have to do there is an assignment as well, and that's not due till June 7th. But it gets you into the curriculum document first of all, reading pages 3 to 9, and then there's a couple articles to read there, and then it says to write an essay, and there's kind of no better word for that, but I'm just looking for a short response or reflection after reading those things, and really thinking about deeply these 3 questions there, about how does social science attempt to reach an adolescent learner, particularly the millennials that you'll be looking at, and how does it increase engage time? How does it get them to put that cell phone down and actually get engaged with the content? And how does it meet the needs of the various learners? So this speaks to the fact that these courses are generally pretty open for academic, applied, and essential level learners. Why is parenting good for any level? Why is nutrition courses good for every level? Why is it important to know some basics about social psych and anthro? So try and respond to those 3 questions, and refer back to the readings for some detailed responses. And then that's it. That's module 4. So 2 discussion posts and an assignment. You got 2 weeks to complete that. My suggestion is always to try and do the discussion posts in the first week, and then work in the assignment in the second week as you respond to other people. See if you can keep to that rhythm throughout the course. If anytime you have any questions though, please feel free to email me. Thanks.